The following short film you're about to watch is one in a series of 6 pieces about buildings within the African American community in Pensacola, Florida. Community is an integral part of our collective memory. By studying the significance of specific buildings, one can answer questions about where the community has been and where it is going in the future.
Within the Belmont-DeVilliers community, there was a progression of musical culture. During the 1930s and into the 1940s, the Savoy Gardens nightclub served as a dance hall and USO club to the surrounding neighborhood. Locals know the establishment, once located at 313 North DeVilliers, as the Savoy Ballroom. Many young adults in the black community spent time going to dances, parties, and even graduations at the Savoy. As the neighborhood grew and different types of music became popular, the blocks, as the intersection is commonly known, emerged anew with additional nightclubs including Abe's 506 and J.P. Newton's Sugar Bowl, which would later be named the Bunny Club in the late 1960s. The 1940s, 50s, and 60s were a popular time for the blocks. Segregation restricted black musical artists from performing in white-only venues, and in order to keep these artists working, the Chitlin Circuit was born. The circuit ran throughout the eastern and southern United States and gave artists like Billie Holiday, Cab Calloway, and Etta James a chance to earn a living as performers. When the circuit headliners came to Pensacola, they performed at Abe's 506.
My parents are the owners. It started back, 50 years ago when we were across the street at 506 West Belmont Street, and that's how we got the name 506 Club. My daddy's name, everybody called him Abe, so that's how it became Abe's 506 Club.
The Savoy was a dance hall. Abe bought it and connected into it, opened it all up. So you could get into it from Abe 506, you just come on around in a circle. When you walked into Abe 506, all around the wall was huge oyster shells. Inside the oyster shells was telephones.
Today, the older generation still talk about the blocks and the things they saw on weekend nights.
When they first built the 506, the new one that they had just demolished, it used to be the mecca for in the South for all traveling road shows.
I grew up in a small Midwestern town, but I knew about Pensacola. If you were black and came through Pensacola, you knew Belmont-DeVilliers because that's where you went to party. That was it, the blocks.
As the 1970s and 80s came, the clubs took a different turn. Integration sent many of the black businesses in the Belmont and DeVilliers area elsewhere for a broader customer base, and the clubs suffered because of this. The years of hosting musical acts dwindled. Prices became higher for bringing these acts in, and the clubs could no longer afford it. Integration also meant that black artists could use the former white-only venues to gain a larger audience and fan base. But all was not lost on the blocks. Abe's 506, the Bunny Club, and a new after-hours lounge, the Sabre Club, were still in business. Today, the only building still in existence is where the original Bunny Club and Sabre Club were. The new Bunny Club carries on the name of its predecessor, but is under different ownership. Although times have changed, it is important to remember the progression of musical culture in Pensacola's black community.
That Belmont and DeVilliers experience in itself is what I will always remember. Going out at 1 o'clock in the morning and arriving to find, like say, the clubs full and the streets crowded in a city where everything else is buttoned up.